Hello there, it's Jacqueline McGrath here today with a cooking class, and I am totally thinking out of the box today, well, out of the package. A lot of you probably like cookbooks, and you find a cookbook and you use it and you follow along exactly how it is. If that's you, I just want to let you know that we've got a couple, actually 3 different options right now. We have, of course, our summer one, which is raw to ready in 20 minutes or less. Great recipes for the summer to keep you out of the kitchen. Hi, Erica. Hi, Suzette. We've got a summer strong collection, which is fabulous. Honestly, this has 30 days of meal solutions. You're gonna absolutely love it. And of course, pictures with every recipe. Don't we love that? Hi, Faye. And of course, we have our good food, real results. I had a lady ask me earlier, is Epicure healthy? 100% it's healthy. How many of you know how healthy it is? Right? So anyway, what I love about Epicure is the versatility of it. I'm just gonna get my stove going here. The versatility of it, because seriously, just because it's a spice jar, it's not one recipe, it can be multiple recipes. And today I wanted to do something really fun with something I'm not that familiar with. How many of you are familiar with these? Do you know what they even are? Okay, fun food fact, these are called garlic scarps. And I had to do a little bit of looking into it. And a couple things I've noticed is a lot of people are making pesto with them. You can do stir fry with them. Or today, because it's National Macaroni Day, I'm actually going to use them to make a modified recipe with one of my favorite spices in my collection of Epicure products. So the first thing I'm going to tell you about these, and I've got one that I've pulled aside, is these are actually harvested by the garlic. So this is actually the stem and the flower of a garlic. And this is called the, what's it called? The hardneck garlic, and it's usually grown in Canada and the United States. Now, what you need to do if you're growing proper garlic is you have to remove these because the plant's energy is gonna go into the flower. So by buying these, you're actually helping the process of growing garlic. So what do these taste like? Well, they're like a mild garlic, so really good in stir fries. And it's important that the grower or the farmer picks these before they get hard. Now, these are, I want to let you know, these are like hard. How hard are they? Well, let me grab my little ceramic knife. So much like seriously, it's hard, it's woody. You do not want that piece. So much like asparagus, what you might want to do is see where it's really flexible. Using your ceramic knife, I would cut so you get the tenderness, because you are not going to make wood tender, okay? It's just a known fact, you cannot make wood tender. So make sure when you buy these at the market, and apparently they're so popular now. How many of you have got these already? Maybe you've made some items, some recipes already. If you have, there is prep work. So using my ceramic knife, I'm just going to slice these up into bite-sized pieces because I'm going to actually put them in one of my dishes today. So what am I going to make? Well, because it's national, they're really twisty, so it's really hard to cut these. Let's just cut them up here. I do want to have bite-sized pieces. Didn't want to chop up my flour too much. There we go. So we're going to actually make a recipe using mac and cheese. So, because we're using macaroni noodles. Now, what I'm gonna do, we're gonna get started. I'm gonna use my multi-purpose pot. This is a product that we actually sell. Now, I believe this might be back ordered at the moment. So if you love this pot, and I'm gonna tell you why you're gonna love it, hi Diane, is it's actually got measuring graduations in here. So you can fill to the line. It's got a see-through lid, and then it's got a strainer, right? So there's a big strainer and a fine strainer. And this is fabulous for cooking your pasta. So There's two different sizes. This is the 8-cup size. The one that I've got on the stove right now is the 12-cup. So I've got boiling water, and just as a tip, never add salt to your water or to your pot unless your water is boiling. Why do I say that? Because if you put salt in a pot and it sits on the bottom, it can corrode it. So it's very important that your water come to a boil before you add your salt in there, okay? So we've got my salt, and I put in a teaspoon in there, and now I'm just gonna put 1 cup of macaroni noodles because it's National Mac Day. All right, so we'll give that a stir. All right, so let's get this started. I've got my frying pan going, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put in some ground beef. Now, you know me, I'm not much of a ground beef person, but my family likes it. So sometimes you just have to sacrifice. But for some of you who are, you know, maybe struggling with the COVID issue, and maybe money is a bit of a challenge right now, ground beef is very reasonable. So that's why I want to cook it. Now, what am I going to put in here? Set that aside for a second. I'm going to use, I told you I'd have a seasoning I absolutely love. This is a donair seasoning. Now, normally you make it like a loaf, but why would I stick to that? You know me, if you know me at all, you know I never follow instructions. But I'm gonna tell you guys, this flavoring is so delicious. What does it have in it? I'm gonna try to give you an idea. It has onion, it has garlic, it has sea salt, it has paprika, it has some herbs, spices, and black pepper. No junk. Love, love, love it. Okay, and I'm going to add it with a little bit of water because I want to get the flavoring blossoming, okay, before I add it to my beef. So this just moistens it up a little bit, so I've got lots of flavor. Are you understanding where I may be going with this recipe? Sort of like a converted hamburger helper. So where are you guys coming in from? Where are you watching from? Are you in Canada? Are you in the United States? Are you in Alberta? Are you in BC? I'll just watch. I've got a bit of a delay, so please participate, guys. I'd love to know where you're chiming in from. Edmonton, hey Jennifer. Nice to see you. Myrna, where are you coming in from? Okay, my hamburger's almost cooked. And seriously, when you cook with Epicure, all of our products are so darn simple. We've got Ontario, Edmonton, a few people. Hey, Janice, haven't seen you for a while. Nice to see you back in here. Donna, Saskatchewan, Kitchener. It must be supper hour there. Are you guys watching me? Are you getting hungry? Have you eaten already, you Ontario people? Because I believe it's supper hour there. Isn't it 6 o'clock? Another Ontario person. Are you guys in the kitchen trying to figure out what's for dinner? All right, so my hamburger. Now I didn't want to put my seasoning in too soon, but let me throw it in now. And this, like I said, it's not overly spicy. So can you put the whole thing in? Yes, you can. Honestly, the flavor is just delicious. So we've got this going. My noodles are cooking. I was debating, do I want to do rice? And then I realized it was National Mac Day. So of course, you're not going to make rice on a macaroni day, are you? And I wanted to show you 2 more items that I got at the farmer's market. I love promoting local produce. Okay, I'm just reading here. Crystal says, mac and cheese with chicken. I know, our mac and cheese is so delicious. I'm going to show you that in just a second. Okay, so I've got this sort of mixed up now. Fabulous. And because I put that water in, it just is blending it nicely with the hamburger. Okay, so I'm going to show you something. I'm going to throw it in the microwave really, really, really quick. And I've not seen this before. Maybe I'm just stuck under a mushroom, who knows? But have you guys seen purple and yellow cauliflower. These are actually, I was wondering, you know, are they modified? But actually they're real, like they're natural. Of course they're real, Jacqueline, duh. They're natural. And the purple actually comes usually from a broccoli called the snow crown. And the flavor, or sorry, the coloring is actually caused by the presence of anthracite, which is the coloring that you get in plums and grapes and beets and berries and red cabbage. So it's totally natural. I just thought it was really cool. So I've got it in our little steamer. I'm just gonna throw it in the microwave for just 3 minutes. This is amazing. If you haven't got our steamers, you must. These are not like plastic or glass that you put in the microwave. These steam your product and they keep your foods so tasty and fresh and fast cooking. It'll blow your socks off. So let me just stick this in the microwave for 3 minutes. Okay, so we've got that going. Perfect. All right, I'm gonna throw in my garlic scarps and we're just gonna sort of stir fry them a little bit. This is just gonna give you that nice little mild flavoring, but look at how pretty it's already making this dish look. Before it was just like whole hamburger with flavor. Now we've got some really nice coloring. We'll just let that cook for a minute. Let me check my mac and cheese macaroni. See if it's cooked yet. Perfect. Now that one takes about 6 minutes. If you like it a little bit softer, like some kids like soft macaroni, this is done al dente, which takes 6 minutes in boiling water. You're gonna see how I can literally strain this in my sink super, super quickly, and then we're gonna make the mac sauce. Hang on. Okay, nicely strained. Awesome, right? Okay, turning off my stove, make sure you don't put it on hot. You're gonna add a couple things. The first thing is milk. So you're gonna add about 1/4 cup of milk. If you're dairy intolerant, you'll probably wanna put something else in. It does say that you can throw the package of mac and cheese, and this is, sorry, I always cut my bottom. This is our mac and cheese package. What does this have in it? Well, unlike a lot of different cheese sauces out there, it doesn't have a whole bunch of junk. It has cheddar cheese. It has a little bit of salt, some ground mustard, some ground onion. So if you're a mustard person or if you're dairy intolerant, this is probably not for you. Okay, so the package, lots of cheese in there. We're going to add that right into our pot. And I like stirring it up now because I like making sure that there aren't any lumps. The spatula that I'm using right now is called the sauté spoon. And this is pretty darn slick. I like that it's a spoon and a spatula all in one. Delicious. Okay, and make sure you get all those lumps out if there are any lumps. Now I've got a nice creamy sauce here. And it does say optional, I am gonna add 2 tablespoons of butter. And this will just make that really, really creamy. If you're on the Good Food Real Results program and you're thinking, I just wanna cut back a little bit more, don't put the butter in, not a big deal. It's still super, super creamy. Okay, so let me just show you this quickly, and then I am going to plate it right in front of you guys. Just gonna give this a quick stir. Turn this off. And I am literally gonna put my mac in here, mac and cheese right in here, and we're gonna have a delicious looking meal. Remember, especially during COVID time, if you're a consultant and you're wondering how to make a meal look super tasty so people are encouraged to buy it, or if your family is encouraged to eat it, make sure that it looks really nice. So this is my modified hamburger helper as a way to promote National Mac and Cheese Day. So I'm going to grab my cauliflower because that is ready now. We'll just add that to it. Okay, so we'll just throw that in, extra veg. Of course, this sometimes is the only way we can get our kids to eat vegetables. So sneak it in. I sort of thought that the color might be really nice, that the kids might be amused. So here you go, guys. My modified hamburger helper for National Mac and Cheese Day. What do you think? I'm gonna taste it just so you know. And that donair, if you've never tried it, I'm gonna just say, guys, you have to give this a shot. This flavoring in this package is so good, and it's not spicy, it's just really flavorful. So 1 second, let me taste it. Delicious. Awesome. So there you go, guys. How quickly could you get a meal on the table that looks that fun, that delicious? Even your kids can be helping you in the kitchen. You can actually have some of your summer off. So if you want to see different recipes, make sure Tuesday and Thursday, 3 o'clock Pacific time is when I actually do cooking classes. I've got a really, really fun one I'm doing on Thursday. I saw this recipe, I epicurized it. It is so delicious. I had to create it because I had a son here who says he doesn't like seafood. I snuck it in and he loved it. So come back on Thursday and see what I've got going. So thanks, guys, for popping in. And if you have any questions or comments, I will show this plated meal in a few minutes. But if you have any questions about the product or if you're needing to purchase anything, go to my website, jmflavors.com. Go snoop around, see what recipes I have in there. And if you have any cupboards filled with Epicure and you're wondering, how do I make a meal with what I've got? Just reach out to me. I'd love to support you in making your meals go really fast, really healthy in your kitchen, and a meal that your family's gonna love. So take care. Thanks again. Bye.